So we can. So we can get organized. Activity attempt.
Please, I'm asking, can interview be done today? Actually, I'm asking, please.
Say what?
I said, can someone be interviewed today? I'm just asking.
J.
Yeah, of course. All right, we always
Yeah.
prioritize humans first. So if they have a pop,
Yeah?
then we interview. You can also break up into 2 buddy teams.
Yeah. Do you have a pop?
Yes. Yes.
Is the person pop ready?
Yes. Yes, the pop is ready.
And yeah. Okay, so we need to review the pop, right? Review and
Yeah.
verify, right, Jay?
Yeah.
I mean, we can just do the interview while we verify it. We can do it at the same time.
Okay.
I've gone through the pop though.
So do you confirm if verified? By the way, we can do it together. Right, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Right.
You can ask the person to join. And,
Okay.
there we have.
So do we want to do a double team or should we split up for the interviews? Or what do you want to do?
Uh, the interview. We can interview the person here all together, right? Like a double
So,
team.
okay, so we have to do policy tracking.
Or do you want to interview the person alone?
We can do it together here.
Yeah, we just have to do policy tracking.
I'm asking by Jane.
Okay, sorry.
We just have to do
Maybe
policy.
he would like to interview the person alone and no one.
Who?
Okay.
You.
Me? I was thinking that we could split up and do work. So we have 2 buddy teams. One buddy team could do interview, another buddy team could do work.
Yeah, that's true. So that we can get things going.
But I'm also fine just doing double team and doing the interview together and checking it out. Fine with that too.
Mm, we can take like maybe one segment and do the interview and then the person leaves.
Well, it depends on the outcome of the interview. But if we hire them, then they could continue to work.
Okay, let's just split up then. Let's split up because we need to get work doing. We cannot sit here the four of us to do interview when one person can do it.
So what's the conclusion?
We should split up.
Okay, so who wants to do the interview? Or you guys want me to do the interview or what?
I can do it.
What?
Okay, you want to do the interview?
Yeah, I can do it so that Sandra and Jay can continue. Is that okay?
If that's what we want to do. Is that so Sandra, you don't want to do the interview? You want us to work together. What do we want to work on?
Sandra, can you do the interview?
Let me take on with the interview while you and Jane work, please.
Okay, it's fine by me.
Okay. Anyways, we'll just wait for
So
them to come on.
do you have
And
all the documents for the interview?
I have the form.
Okay, then that's great. You can also do his onboarding.
Pardon?
Do you guys know how to do onboarding? Wow.
No, not yet.
Gosh. Can you guys do onboarding?
No.
By the way, okay, just do the interview. There's no problem.
Okay.
so, anyways, let's just
So
wait
is
until they
the
jump on Jitsi, and if they jump on Jitsi, then we can
did you
set
write
up.
the person? Did he say he will be available?
All right.
Yes, Jay. You can give them the link to Jitsi and let's see how it goes.
Okay.
Okay. So far, while waiting for them to jump on, we have uh, the following proposed topic. Oh my God, Daniel. Okay, we have the following proposed topic. I'd like us to start topic one. Topic one could be getting organized. Jay, do you have any other topics? Sandra. Is anyone here?
Yeah, I'm
Someone,
here.
I'm here.
We could always do some silent work.
Yeah, silent walk, silent walk.
I want to do some more recruitment follow up. I was thinking about doing the LinkedIn recruitment follow up. There's also the dentist call, taxes call if we want to do RMPA work. Oh, look, they're here. Okay, so we're sure we don't want to do the double team. So let's go over to.
No, no, no. To exchange. So Sandra and Magdalene, you guys will stay here. YG and I will go. Okay.
I am this new person. Are
Yeah.
you joining? Okay. Oh, she left.
Pardon? What am I joining? I'm going to meet Jay.
Yes, I know. I know. I said she left. The person we are supposed to work together. Probably
So
she will
communicate
join.
with her on Discord. Communicate
Okay.
with her on Discord. Maybe she
Okay.
might just be having some internet issues.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Any other question, just ask on Discord.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Hi, hi, Magdalene. Hi. Can you hear me? No, no, no. Hi, Magdalene. You're supposed to be having your general interview. Can you hear me? Close that door. Close the door. Can you hear me?
Sandra, sorry. Sorry for that.
Okay. You're welcome, Magdalene.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Just give me a second. Few minutes, please.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Okay. Hi, Sandra.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Just give me a few seconds.
Okay.
I'm with you. Okay. We start.
Okay.
So do you I'm gonna be attaching a form where you are expected to join me on the spreadsheet. I'll attach it right here on DC. You're expected to open it and you'll see where I am. Do you get?
Okay.
Kindly open. I've sent it. You see it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you explain about the form?
Okay. Where you see, did you see set up? Did you see set up, Magdalene?
Yes,
That
I
is the
have.
first spreadsheet.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you are expected to tell us how you feel from scale of 1 to 9. How do you feel? So I type. How do you feel
Okay.
today?
I feel fine.
I mean, with using the scale of 1 to 9, please.
Okay, 8.
8. Okay. I'm with you. Let me just try and get things ready, please. I'm with you, Magdalene. I want to get your phone. I'm with you, please. Okay, we start fully. Are you there, Magdalene?
Yes, I'm here.
Can you see my screen?
Mm,
Can you see my screen?
I I can't. Yeah, I can. Your screen is black, blank.
It's blank. Okay, hold on. How about now? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see on. Is a Google Doc. Yeah, I can.
Yes, yes. That is the interview questions I'm gonna be asking you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
So The number one question says, what is your full name again?
Magdalene Umana.
Okay.
Magdalene Umana.
Okay. Okay. I'm with you, Magdalene. I'm with you.
Hello, Sandy.
Yeah.
Did you see the message on the NRT?
The what?
Are you having the
Yeah,
correct
we are about to
interview
start.
sheet,
We are
the
about to
new
start.
one?
The new one, yes, that's what I'm using.
Okay, great. Okay, talk to you shortly. Just be checking
Okay.
on Discord
I
so
will
that
reach
we jump in here.
this code.
Okay, thank you.
Uh,
Pardon?
I said if there is any question, I will reach out on this code.
Hello, Sandra.
I'm with you, please. I just want to get things ready. So we'll start once and for all. Right, darling. Okay. The first question is, can you communicate in English?
Yes, why not? I'm a native speaker. I'm fluent here.
Okay. The next question is, um, can you speak English language fluently with efficiency and quickness?
Yes, I can.
Explain more, please.
I'm a native English language speaker. I'm fluent in English. And I'm a Nigerian, so English is first language. So yes, I can speak English.
Okay. The next question is, engages in professional level English and interaction. Do you know
I
what that
can
means?
I can interact fluently with English. I speak professional English. I know what that means. Yes.
All right, thank you. Okay, the next question is, do you have excellent internet or phone connection with stable electricity and audio?
Yes, I do.
What phone do you use, please?
I use a Samsung phone and I have an HP laptop.
Okay. Do you have a backup for electricity?
Yeah, I do have. electricity. I have light, constant light, and then I also have a broadband, an MTN
Oh,
router.
okay. Thank you. Oh, okay. Okay. The next question is, how do you have access to functional computer to do your work?
I do. I told you initially that I have an HP laptop. Yes, I do. I
Okay.
have two. I have a backup Toshiba laptop and an HP laptop. So either one is fine.
Okay. Okay. Um, the next question is, can you show up on time? Like, are you reliable, present at scheduling sessions or counseling in advance? How do you intend to work with us?
I'm a very punctual person. I'm always on time and I have worked in a virtual role before, so I know that punctuality is really, really important. So that's not an issue. That shouldn't be an issue.
I don't understand. Please explain.
I said I know punctuality. It's punctuality, being on time. It's really
Oh, okay.
important. So yes, I can
Okay.
show up on time. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Um, the next question here is, do you follow through with work until it is completed for final output or deliverable?
I follow completely with work.
Okay. Do you get work completed with minimum oversight and training?
I get work done with training, depending on the type of work.
Say that again.
I said I get work done on time, and then I work independently and within a team. I'm a fast learner, so I
Okay,
also need
thank
training
you.
too. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the next question is, do you work substantial hours and work equal or above the number of hours budgeted?
I'll work up the number of hours budgeted. It was 20 hours I took, so I'll work 20 hours.
Okay, you cannot work more than 20 hours. Is that what you're saying? Is that?
I can work more than 20 hours.
Hope you know, if you work more than 20 hours, it's only 20 hours that will be paid.
I'll
And the
work
remaining
20.
hours might be compensated. You know, right?
No, I don't. I'll work 20 hours. So take it, I'll work 20 hours.
Okay. The next question is, do you follow policies or prefer to just move forward quickly without learning policies?
I
Because
stick
here in
time.
FQN we have a lot of policies that is guiding us. So how do you do
I
in terms
strictly
of
follow
following policies?
policies. I
Pardon?
adhere to, I adhere and follow strict policies, company policies,
Okay.
including confidentiality too. So
Have you done scheduling work before? And how efficient can you do it? Can you up with global team scheduling?
Yeah, I have done scheduling before.
How efficient are you in a scale of 0 to 9?
6.
6.
Yes.
Okay. Are you a great real-time virtual assistant and take on real-time virtual assistant shift and schedule virtual session regularly?
Yeah, I'm a full-time virtual assistant and I can do it.
How many years of experience do you have?
I have 2 years of experience.
Okay.
Any more questions? Hello, Sandra. Hello, Sandra.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Sandra.
I don't know what happened, but I was saying hello. I couldn't hear again. Okay,
Okay.
let's go ahead. Okay, we are still on real-time virtual assistant. Can you take any position during real-time section like facilitation, timekeeping, note-taking and so on?
I can do that.
Do you know how to do it?
Of course, I said I've worked
Not
as a
of
virtual
course, explain
assistant.
to me. If you're handling facilitation, how do you do that? Please explain.
Facilitation of what exactly?
During live virtual assistant live section, there is a facilitator, there is a timekeeper, there is a note taker. So I'm now asking you, what is facilitation all about? If you are to handle a position as a facilitator during live section, what are your jobs?
Okay, I want to ask you, you said live session. What type of live session, please?
Just like the one we are doing now. You saw the note I sent to you, right? The
Yeah.
spreadsheet. Anytime like
Mm.
on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we do have our real time section in which we are like more than 5 people, and workers are splitted with different positions such as facilitator, timekeeper, note keeper, note taker and other things. You get me, right?
Yeah, I
So
get you.
I'm now asking you, assuming you're assigned as you're to take a position as a facilitator, what does that mean? What will you do?
I think to me, best describe facilitator to me, it's more about leading the meeting or facilitating the live the live sessions. That's to my understanding. Well, note taking is like keeping notes, taking down notes of important discussions during the sessions. And then
Okay.
timekeepers is actually keep taking notes of time, and also making sure people are punctual, and also making sure people are on time, and also the duration of the meeting too. That's what I think.
Mhm. Okay, thank you. The next question is, how much do you know Google Drive documentation and taking notes?
How much do I do what?
How much do you know Google Drive documentation and taking notes, like spreadsheets?
Yeah, I know Google Drive and I know documentation. I've worked in my previous role, I worked with an employer who I performed tasks on with Google Drive and documentation. I know Google Drive, Google Sheets, Google Workspace. I
Okay,
can say I can say in a scale of 1 to 9, I Google um I can say I'm a 6 on it on the scale.
okay. I told you earlier to make your pop editable, please. I'm not the only one accessing it. Please, can you do that for me, please? Other teams are asking for it.
All right, let me do that.
Okay, I'll wait.
Okay, I've made it accessible.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Mm,
Okay, let's continue.
okay.
How fast are you in typing?
I'll say I can type 36 words per minute.
How many words?
36.
36. You're below 50. Okay. Okay. Are you comfortable, or have you worked with different time zone before?
Yeah, I've worked with different time zone. I've worked with Eastern time zone and I have worked with Mountain time zone. Yes, I have.
That means you're comfortable working with any time zone, right?
Yeah, I am comfortable working with any time zone.
Okay. Okay. Is there any concern you would like to share with me, or any question, please, from you?
Okay, I want to ask you how. Okay, firstly, I want to ask about the company. Like, what's the goals of the company and what do the company really do? I know it's basically scheduling and lots more.
Pardon? Pardon? Just
Hello?
take it one at a time. Take it one at a time.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
coming. I'm coming. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Number one, go ahead.
So the first
So
thing, the
what's
first
the company all about?
yeah, because from the job description, I saw executive virtual assistants, finances, taxes, recruitment, budgets, payroll, and management. So I want
Okay.
to, so I want to know what it's about.
Okay. Next
Mm.
question, please.
And okay, and another thing is, and the second one is, what are the next stages of the process? What is the next stage of this process? And then,
Okay.
the last one is, have I been successful with the interview?
Okay. The next
Mhm.
question is what?
Have I been successful with the interview?
Okay. Um, I'm with you. So I'm gonna be taking I'll be skipping number one question for now. Then I'll answer the second question. Are you with me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. After the interview right now, after this one right now, we are going to be voting on your proposal. Your proposal depends, sorry, all the staffs are going to be voting for you. So the voting will determine whether you will be employed or not. Did I answer
Okay.
your question?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Number three, for now, your interview is still pending because all the teams are yet to vote. Did you understand?
Okay.
All right. So, is there any other thing you would like to ask?
Oh, no, no, not at all.
Okay, I'm coming on with you, please.
Okay, and please, another question. So, how long will it take before I get a response on if I've been taken or not?
Mm, Latest within 24 hours. Let's say within 24 hours.
Okay. All right.
Just hold on for me while I update the questions I ask you. Hold on, I'm coming. In case there is any other question you would like to ask, feel free
Mm,
to ask me. I'm coming. Is there any other question so that I can write it down because I want to invite the boss to join us in this live session so that
mm.
he
I
would
don't have
answer your
any.
question.
I don't have any other question. That's all.
Uh, okay, coming. I'm with you, please. Okay, I've sent him a message. He will join us soon. He will join us shortly.
What did you say,
Are you there?
please?
I've
Yeah.
sent a message to the. He will join us. He will join us shortly.
Okay.
Did you get?
Yes, I have.
Magdalene, did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay. So we wait. He's joining, please.
Hello.
Hi, G.
All right.
Okay, I'm done with the evaluation, and she said she would like to know more about FQN, what is all about. And yes,
Um, like more than just our info sheet or something? Is there a question, or you just want the general information that's on the info?
yes.
What's the question?
Okay, Magdalene, go ahead and ask the question again, please. The first question.
Okay. Hello. I asked the question, and I
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I'm listening. Oh, we lost her. Huh. It's weird.
Oh, welcome, Magdalene. Please go ahead and ask the question.
yeah, hello. Sorry. Sorry about that.
No problem.
I can hear you.
I can hear you too. Hmm.
Yes.
So, can you ask the question already?
Okay. I wanted to ask more. I wanted to know more about the company because in the job
Mm-mm.
description it was executive assistant finance, taxes, recruitment, budget, payroll, and management. So I wanted to have more knowledge or insight about it.
So your questions about the position? What's the question again? Just more insight on the position?
Yes.
That's your question. More insight on the position. I mean, it's pretty general, but you know, the position itself, we're talking as a virtual assistant and working in our team. We are a startup. We're very small. We all have to basically do a little of everything. So we have implementation, which includes our
He's not.
recruitment and our payroll and
I'm
our
not.
budget,
He's not sleeping yet.
and just overall coordination and management. And then we have for client work, we've got, you know, finances and, you know, website, social media management, as well as our assets and taxes and, you know, just business operations. So there's a lot of work to do, and we want to do a lot of scheduling and coordination. Sandy, it looks like you have a lot of background noise. You should mute when you're not talking. Sandra?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm writing the note down.
There's a lot of background noise. You can mute. Is that okay?
Pardon?
If you can please mute, there's a lot of background noise when you're not speaking. I'll just mute you if you can't. Okay. All right, that's much better. Okay, so does that sort of answer your question? Like, so it just sort of depends on our priorities. We have a lot of deadlines that we need to get done, and just trying to get functional and organized because we're not particularly functional.
Yeah, that's okay. That's what I needed. Thank you.
Are there any other questions?
Am I hired? All those?
No, the next steps would be to do like a temporary proposal and or in propose to the budget. So the interview is part of the budget process, and so from here we can review everything. Let me look at your pop. Sandra, are you there still, or I muted you? So did you work on the proposal or anything, or moving forward? So you have a training budget, so it's $320.
Yes.
Okay. And do you have a position that you're interested in? Just general
Yeah,
executive assistant, finance, tax assistant?
general executive
Okay,
virtual assistant. Yeah.
so we can figure out your position later, I suppose, but or a specific position, right? But proposal. And you came through LinkedIn, right?
Yeah, through LinkedIn. Yes.
So the proposal would be to temporarily hire oops, spell this right. Magdalene for $4 per hour at $320 per month for 20 20 hours per week at $320 per month. So Sandra's gone. Is that what's going on here? She's gone. That's
I'm here,
unfortunate.
Jay. I'm
Oh,
here.
you are? Oh, I've been talking to you for a couple minutes now. You just disappeared. I was trying to find out.
I was talking. I never knew. Yes.
Yeah. So what were you saying?
I'm going through her pop, okay? Trying to do.
Yeah, my question was, did you work on the proposal and the next steps?
Okay.
Do you hear me or not?
Hello?
Can you hear me at all, Sandra, or no, you can't hear?
Please, what did you say?
Can you hear me? I don't think you can hear
Yes, I
me.
can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Did you work on the next steps in the proposal or not? Okay. I'm just
The
gonna send it.
evaluation I did. What?
The what?
Her evaluation. Am I supposed to link it here?
I already saw the evaluation. My question is if you worked on the next steps in the proposal. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I just reviewed her link. Her.
Okay, so
I've
the answer
not.
would be no. If you didn't work on it, then the answer is just no, you didn't do it. It's fine. But I'm just trying to verify that. So no, you did not work on the next steps in the temporary hire proposal? Nothing still? Okay. I just don't understand why I can't respond. Okay, so let me pull up the temporary hire proposal, or we could just grab it off of someone else's. It's pretty straightforward. So the first part is the pay rate, which we did. Just so you know, for Magdalena, when you're doing your training, if you're on a training budget, you would just prioritize your training and get through it. I mean, if I was doing it, it'd probably take me a week or two to get through the training, but you know, some people it takes many months. But you can always change your budget to get off the training, and it takes effect, you know, like a month or two later in the next budget cycle. All right, here we go. So first is pay rate. Then we have the jurisdiction. So your jurisdiction is Port Harcourt.
400 per month.
What?
400 per month. 8,000 per year.
Oh, you looked it up? What is it?
$400 per month.
That's her proposal.
And
Yeah, I'm in number 2 now, which is the jurisdiction. So we're gonna look it up on here. So we'll
it's on line 19.
Line 19. $400 per month, but that's her proposal is $400 a month for 20 hours a week. It's not the jurisdiction. The jurisdiction is Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt, Nigeria. So the jurisdiction is $603. So this would be the $603 per month for individual jurisdiction and $1,783 for family jurisdiction. Okay, that's how much money you should be getting paid. All right, so number 3 is your position. So we're just gonna copy and paste all of this.
Position executive virtual assistant.
Yeah, position executive virtual assistant, and then it's 20 hours per week for $320 per month. Is that correct, Magdalene?
Yeah.
Magdalene, is that correct?
She's mute. Oh.
No, she's muted.
She's on mute.
And you're on
Yeah,
mute,
it
Magdalene?
is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Perfect. Right. And then someone else can oversee your tokens, like you don't have a token address?
Someone else will oversee my tokens.
Token address, someone else can oversee my tokens on my behalf. Okay. So that is good for number 4. So which brings us to number 5, which is communication. So you're willing to communicate on Jitsi, you know, so you're going to do audio communications, regular communications, I believe are 20 hours a week, you know, minimum every 3.5 days, you know, every 3 days. But you should be communicating daily if you can. And then also we do our scheduling and Discord communications as well as online WordPress, online forms, right? Forms. Cool. So I think and then the last detail is, of course, is the most complicated. All right. So I can't remember if you saw the most recent job description where we talked about all the problems that are going on in the organization. Did you see that job description?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to go through the last details, which is our policies, and make sure we have agreement and make sure you understand your role as a member. All right. So if you go to our website for the recruitment and you go to our details, you can see here under our details we've got our FQN membership rights and worker rights.
Your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So you have a whole bunch of rights already as a recruit and as a member. But the two things we want to go over is basically our pay stops policies and deadlines. Right, so we have our deadlines and pay stop policies, deadlines and pay stop policies. And then the second thing we want to go over is the 1.5 hours per assigned priority work category per week, right? So we'll go through those. So agree to deadlines and pay stop policies, and then agree to the 1.5 hours per week. All right, so let's go through those two things since they are important to understand in relationship to our pay. And we can start with understanding your rights. So you understand that you have a vote. You can vote on anything. You do not have to agree to anything that you are not comfortable with. We'd much rather you say no. Let's negotiate and actually get agreement on a better policy and change the policies. And I'll explain that in a second on what some of the options are. And then instead of just disappearing, like some of the people just disappear because we're in not a good situation. So that's do you understand your rights as a like our goal is to build consensus? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I do.
So you're a member, you're a full member, you have rights, you get to vote on everything, including your proposal. So the second thing is on the deadlines and the pay stop policies. And let me just put the details in here. Details. So agree to membership rights and recruit/worker right. And I'll link those here so that we have linked. Copy address. Perfect. All right. So the deadlines and pay stop policies are all on our leadership spreadsheet. So I'll link that as well. Here is our pay stop. So as a cooperative, we're all owners, right? We're a worker-owned cooperative. So we don't have to do anything that we don't want to do, and we don't have anyone else overseeing us. We run our own organization, right? So we work for ourselves. So in that, we have to actually hold ourselves accountable. We have to be accountable to the public. And the best way we found to do that is through deadlines and pay stops. If there's no pay stop.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
All right, sorry, those are the rhythm. So in our policies, if you miss the deadline, it affects on the pay stops. And so the only thing that anyone cares about is getting paid. Like no one cares to do any work if it doesn't affect their pay. So in a normal in like a normal job, you might have like a contractor job. You get paid half up front. You get paid the second half after the work is completed. But in our organization, you don't have to actually complete any work. You get the base pay regardless of whether it gets completed. And so the pay stop represents not completing the work. So for example, today we had a legal bill that needed to be verified. We have to update our pay stop deadlines by Monday. We have monthly goals on the 11th. We have a mini recruitment round due on January 11th. Okay, so that's a good example. So I'll put this in the notes on line 70. Example, so we have a 100% pay stop for the mini recruitment round on January 11th, right? So if the work for the 100% pay stop round is not completed by January 11th, then everyone, all existing workers, stop getting upfront pay the same as the new recruits. Okay, so the one of the only reasons why we're even talking to you, Magdalene, is because we know on January 11th, if we don't basically hire you, everybody stops getting paid. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yes.
Right. So it's a check and balance for public accountability and accountability to the recruits. That basically, if we don't do the work and hire the recruits and actually do the recruitment, nobody gets paid and everybody becomes equal to a new recruit because we're required to do the work, including the recruitment for the new recruits. And if we don't, basically, we're just saying we're not going to recruit anybody. We're just going to pay ourselves more money, and that's basically leads to corruption, right? So there has to be some check and balance on us actually hiring people and us actually following through with our deadlines. So that's what a pay stop is. From there, we have a bunch of other pay stops like our payrolls, our recruitment set up for the next round, right? And then we also have our virtual assistant sessions. So these are some of the other pay stops that we have that are not 100% pay stop. Again, there's like our payrolls, like we have to get our payrolls done every month because everyone needs to get paid on time.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And so currently we are on 52% pay stop. Right? Current 52% pay stop.
Super.
And so in order to get off of 52% pay stops, 52% pay stop, we need to do about 5 to 10 hours of work. So we could complete that in probably a day. So not a lot of work that needs to get done, but someone has to actually prioritize the work. Most of the time people don't. So we've been on pay stop for a while. Okay. So that is what you would want to policies. We could, for example, we have an option. So option number 1 would be just to agree to the existing pay stops for everyone. Option number 2 could be to wait and get agreement on postponing the pay stops to give the new recruit a chance to do the work with a new deadline. Right, so that's another option that we could, as a team, we could work with you to get agreement on a new deadline. So to give you an opportunity to do the work before we go on pay stop. But again, we would have to end the pay stop for all the workers who aren't working or figure out some sort of arrangement in our policies between the new workers and the old workers. So does that make sense in terms of our pay stop policies and the options for getting agreement for hiring you?
Yes, it does.
And so do you agree to the existing 52% pay stop, or do you want to propose and work on creating a separate deadline and postponing deadlines? Otherwise, it's like you are hired as you're responsible for doing all the work just like everybody else. So, we all just need to do the work to get off the pay stop, and then we would be not on pay stop anymore. Right? So everybody's responsible together as a team to get the work done. So are you in agreement to the current 52% pay stop, or did you want to propose a different agreement that would reduce the pay stop either to 0 or to something else and postpone things? I mean, we're willing to work with whatever, but what we don't want is we don't want to hire someone into a very difficult pay stop situation and then have you not work, because that's happened before, right? So for example, all right, so I finished stretching. So basically, if you were at $4 an hour for your current temporary hire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would be, whoops, well, shoot, this is equal to this minus. For today's work, you would get paid $1.92 per hour at the 52% pay stop. You're in Nigeria, so you also have 2x night. What time is it for you right now?
11:15 p.m.
11:15 p.m. would be 1.5x value, right? So from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight is equal to 1.5x overtime. And then from 12 midnight to 6 a.m. is considered 2x overtime. And then from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. is considered 1.5x overtime. Okay, so currently with your overtime bonus, you would be getting $2.80. No, 1, 2. It's got to be at least $2. Oh yeah, $2 per hour. Okay, that makes sense for today.
Yeah.
Right now, so we hired you for the hour that you've already put in, and then putting in more under our current pay stop model for option 1, you'd be getting $2.88. So option 2 would be collaborating with the team to get agreement on separate, like a new set of deadlines to not be on pay stop, and to either end it early or postpone it or do whatever we can to have you be getting paid the full $4 an hour right away until some sort of deadline that would give you to help get the work done. But again, the deadlines are important because the deadlines represent our assignments. So we need to do the work. Just like everybody else, you are hired to do the work. So we don't want to pretend like you're not supposed to do the work, because that's not good either. So we would have, whatever we agree to, we would have to figure it out as a team. Does that make sense?
Time to please
Yeah.
close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
I think you're only the 4th person that we've had who've we are trying to hire in a pay stop. So do you understand option 1 or option 2? Like, which one would you prefer? Obviously for us, option 1 is easier, but option 2 is as viable as far as working with you to make sure that you are in a position that you're happy with, you know?
Option C is good for me.
Which one?
Option 2.
So you want to try to get agreement on a new policy?
Yeah, that will be fine.
Okay. So let's go ahead and vote and get clarity on them so we know what is going on. And then what is the other one? The other one is the 1.5 hours. Okay. So this is Jay, Sandra, Magdalene, and Ate. Okay. So this will probably require a double team, but let's go ahead and vote and just make sure we're clear. So I'll say a 5.5. So I'm at 8. Well, let's say set. Yeah, 8's fine. So we can vote on the 2 options, option 1, option 2. Option 3 would be something else we haven't thought of yet.
Okay.
And start Cool. And then I'll let Ate know that we're voting on the options.
I can easily message her.
Yeah, if you want to message, but did you vote yet? You're still voting. Here, I'll message. Looks like we are going to need a double team.
Okay. Magdalene, you can vote for yourself, please.
Okay.
What's your vote number? Option 1 or
Option 2.
okay. You can choose from 1 to 9, please.
So yeah, we vote from 0 to 9, just to kind of get clarity on making
Time
sure
for
where
breath.
everybody is
Please
at.
stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Now, do you understand, Magdalene, the vote? So what is your vote between 0 and 9, or 1 and 9 on option 1 to agree to the existing pay stops for everyone, which would be 52% currently, right? And then all the other deadlines. And then option 2 would be to wait and getting agreement on postponing the deadlines, right? Postponing the pay stop deadlines.
I don't have access to. I don't have access to vote.
You don't have access to the notes?
I don't have access to vote here. She said I should vote. Probably type
We're on
person.
line 87 of topic 1A. So topic 1A. Magdalene in the notes, right? Are you line 87 and 88? The notes? Do you have the link to the notes or not? So the link to the notes are here in the Jitsi. Link to notes, or we can link it in Discord. So are you have a computer, or what's going on with the computer situation?
Okay.
What is it?
Okay.
You have
The
the link to
link.
the,
Yes, I do.
and you have a computer. You can here. We're on line 87 and 88 in the notes. You can also say your vote verbally. We're just trying to get clear confirmation on your status as terms of what you want to do.
Okay.
Here.
So I think I'll take option 2. You
Okay,
can
yeah, so the question
postpone the.
is by what number? What's your number between 1 and 9? So our scale is kind of like
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
so our scale is
You
79
can pick
yes.
any
1 to 3 would be a no.
I'll pick 5.
91.
5. Is it in
5 for
option
what?
1 or 2?
For option 1 or option 2?
Option 2.
So option 2, you're voting a 5, so you're abstaining.
Yes.
Okay, and then what about option 1?
1.
You're voting a 1?
Yes.
Well, okay, so that's what we wanted to know.
Okay.
All right, so we'll hear from Ate, and then we can go from there. So Ate. So under our policies, we vote on whatever gets the most support, which currently is still option 1, but it's not going to matter a lot if you say no. So Ate is please vote on the options. Options 1, 2. Okay. So let's go with the policy itself. So let's start with the policy, and I'll link here. So this is our pay stops policy and functionality plan spreadsheet, and then the policy is this. So this is our current. I think we updated it a little bit though. Oh my god, what happened? Refresh. So do you agree to our policy of doing pay stops in the first place? Magdalene, so the policy is that we allow co-op workers to approve pay stops on themselves to create deadlines and ensure work gets done in a reasonable time, which will achieve functionality and reduce losses on the organization. And then we get the rest in the back pay, right? Pay stop. So we get the rest of the value in back pay and equity and ownership. So it's not like the value goes away. Everything is still tracked in our value system, and you still can have access to that money. You just have to propose it. So the primary difference between...
Time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
Okay, so we're going to take a break. So, but I'll just last thing. So base upfront pay versus back pay benefits. So for base upfront pay is automatically sent to workers, right? And base back pay benefits require agreement and vote of the team to send the money and turn into upfront pay. So you still get all your back pay benefits, all the value is still there. You get benefits of, you get overtime, you get nighttime, you get paid leave, paid vacation, you get paid sick, hours, et cetera, et cetera. So we have all the benefits and everything. But in terms of the actual difference, it's not like the value goes away. You still get the value. The thing is that it's just like we've agreed as a team that we stop the upfront pay based on the deadlines for the pay stops. So do you agree to the policy? Do you understand the policy itself? Magdalene?
Magdalene, are you there? She's mute.
Yeah, Magdalene, are you there?
Yes, Jay.
She's on mute.
Okay, I'm here.
Yeah, can you hear me?
No, okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
So do you understand the policy that I just went over?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so do you agree to the policy itself?
I do.
You do agree to the policy.
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. All right. So that's the first thing. So Magdalene does agree to the deadlines, the pay stop policy itself, but the goal here on option 2 is to get agreement on postponing pay stop deadlines and actually working out how to work something with recruits to give the recruits a chance to get the work done. Yeah. So what do you think our options are? And currently Magdalene's a 1 on agreeing to the existing pay stops for the current 52%. So let's go down to line 36, and let's go ahead and take a break as well. But the goal would be to brainstorm options for postponing or changing our deadline policies for pay stops in relationship to new recruits and new hires. Okay, that makes sense? And let's go ahead and take a quick break, and then when we come back, we can do this brainstorm and see what we can get agreement on moving forward. That sound good?
Okay,
Cool. All right, so quick break, like 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes, and then we'll continue. Looks like we lost Magdalene.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
All right.
I'm back. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I think we had agreement for double team, right?
Yeah, we are breaking policy, so 0.25 hour
Because
policy tracking, double
I already
training.
tracked mine, but nobody else did.
0.25 hours for double team. Yeah. All right. So a new postponement for postponing or changing the deadline policies.
So I just jumped into the session. What are you guys doing all about?
Okay. So under our current policies, we have to get agreement to hiring the new worker, but the worker also has to agree to the policies.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
So because the worker needs to also agree on the policies, we've been having some problems with workers being hired into the pay stops, right? So that's a problem that we need to address. If the worker doesn't want to get hired in the pay stops, then we need to figure out a compromise and make sure that we give, in essence, a new worker could get an opportunity to get the work done. That makes sense? So the goal here, and this is line 140 or so, brainstorm options for postponing or changing our deadline policies for pay stops in relationship to new recruits and new hires. That make sense?
Yes,
Okay.
Chair.
And the proposal
Yeah.
for
Yes. Are you
the
guys
new,
getting me?
yeah. So the proposal for the new recruit is up here. Um, so it's $4 an hour. We have the Nigeria jurisdiction, bunch of positions. They're available for communications, everything. So they've agreed to the membership rights, and they're also an agreement to pay stop policies in general. But currently, there's not agreement on the 52% pay stops. Not agreement on current 52% pay stops. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool. So let's brainstorm. So does anyone have any ideas on how we can solve this problem? And it's clear here, Magdalene.
Yeah, as you said.
One, yeah.
Pardon?
Magdalene voted a 1 on option 1, right?
So you're changing your vote.
No, I'm just saying that Magdalene voted a 1 on option 1 of continuing the current pay stops with a new hire. So we should brainstorm options for postponing or changing our deadline policy. So I'm asking if anyone has any ideas or options. So your answer should be, here is my idea or my option, or no, I do not. Does that make sense?
Yes, it
Time
does.
to pause.
So, Ate,
Please
why don't you go
stop.
first? Do you
Close
have
your
any
eyes.
options?
Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Ate?
My option would be like to postpone. Yes, Jay, are you getting me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Good. So my option would be like since the new recruit is not, she doesn't accept the policy for pay stop, my option would be to postpone the recruitment like I don't know, 2 weeks for her to get acquainted with the system and join in doing the work so that she doesn't work on pay stop. Or
So what is it again? I didn't quite understand. What is it? So basically they would just
But
fire them and then they just don't have to work.
no.
Okay, so what is it again? Can you
So we
explain?
should
I guess new recruit does.
postpone the
Hmm?
we should postpone the 52% to we should postpone it for in 2 weeks so that we give chance to the new recruits to learn about the system and get the work done.
Okay, so basically you're saying to postpone all deadlines for 2 weeks, right? That's the
Yeah.
thing. Okay. Any other options?
No, that's all for now.
Okay. Okay, Sandra or Magdalene?
I think I'm okay with the option that they make to postpone all the deadline for 2 weeks.
Okay. Magdalene, do you have any other options?
So I want to ask, she said to postpone the deadline in 2 weeks. So postponing the deadline, will it affect my payments or working for 2 weeks? Because I need to know too.
Um,
We haven't agreed to anything
no.
yet, but
But let me
the
just
idea of postpone. Oh, okay. Yes. Mhm.
yeah, the idea to postpone is because you don't agree right now to work on 52% pay stuff. So the idea to postpone is it won't affect your pay. You will get your 100% pay, but after the 2 weeks, if we don't succeed in covering up all this work that led us to this 52%, then we'll go back to 52% and you will get 52% of your pay.
To stretch, please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
All right, quick stretch.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good to clarify that you get 100% of all of your value, right? You're only getting 50% of your upfront pay, right? So you still get all of your value and your ownership and your equity and everything. It's just and your benefits, right? But
After
it's
the 2 weeks,
supposed to be
then change
automatic upfront pay. But the idea here would be if we're postponing the deadlines wouldn't like it doesn't. There'd be no pay stop until the deadline. Does that make sense?
yes.
Yeah. So Magdalena, that makes sense. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Cool. All right, but do you have any other ideas or options that you can think of?
No, I think I'm just new to the table, so I
Is
need
that,
to keep mute
that
and listen to you guys. I don't think I don't think I have anything to contribute right now because I'm just here for the first time. So
okay? That's fine.
probably later on.
All right, so I'm gonna go next. So I'll add the rest of the options that I know. So we have postponing the deadlines for 2 weeks for um, my understanding would be like for the entire team. Then we have postpone all deadlines for 2 weeks, and so this would be an exemption. So exempt worker from all deadlines and postpone deadlines for 2 weeks only for the new hire. So that would be like an exemption model, right? So this would be postpone. Then you've got the exemption. Then you have no change. So no change would be option 1. So let's make sure these options are clear. So this would be option 1, no change. Option 2, postpone. Option 3, exemption. So the no change would be to require the new recruit to do the deadlines, and then but not required to work. Obviously, no one's required to work. Then the other option would be to give the team a chance. So give chance to not break policy. So we give the team a chance for X number of days. Option 4, to try to get off pay stop.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And then the other option I thought of, which is option 5. Does everyone understand option 1 through 4?
Option postpone, exemption, chance.
So then the other one would be like a sub deadline, option 5, which would be that we need to give a chance to complete the work for a new deadline. But if the work is not completed, we still go on pay stop as originally agreed, based on the current pay stubs. So this would be like a sub deadline. So like I would say another way of putting it would be that if the deadline is not achieved, then we go back to the original date. So it's kind of like a retroactive agreement. So basically we're saying the work needs to get done by this time, otherwise this would be the pay. So I guess we could do an example for this one. So you get, $4 per hour if the work is completed by the deadline. If not, you get $2 per hour for all work before the deadline. That's option 5. So those are the 5 options that I could think of. Is there anything else that's missing, or any questions about the options?
I don't really get option 4.
Option 4. So option 4 would say, okay, instead of just entirely getting rid of all of our deadlines and postponing them immediately, we say, okay, so we are currently on 52% pay stop. We know that we can get off pay stop with about, let's say 5 to 15 hours of work, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's like 1 to 2 days.
Yeah.
So then we can say that, okay, the current team gets, half week.
Time
Let's
for
say
breath.
3.5
Please stop
days
and get ready. Now inhale. 1,
to get
2,
off
3.
pay stop.
Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Before we postpone the deadline or the new hire. That make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this would avoid deductions and costs to current team and policy tracking, etc.
Deduction.
So do you understand option 4?
Yes, thank you.
So option 5 is saying like, okay, we're postponing the deadlines, but if we don't complete the work by the deadline, it's retroactive, but we still are on the pay stop. We're just giving ourselves more time to complete the work, but we still have to do the work. We can't just not do the work and
Yeah,
expect
of
to get
course.
full pay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Maybe I'll call it reversible. All right, so any other options? Otherwise, we can go ahead and vote on these and then see what we can get agreement on.
Yeah, that's what.
I feel like it would be good to have maybe a couple combinations. So option 6 could be postpone and um, give chance, right? Right, actually give chance X days to stop. So be like give a chance for like 3.5 days, and then postpone for 1 to 2 weeks. For deadlines. All right, so I think that's doesn't need an option 6 because option 2 is part of option 6. So option 2. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and vote, shall we?
Count to
There's no,
pause.
unless there's any other
Please
options.
stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So Magdalene, would you like to vote on these options? Do we have the 5 options?
Pardon?
I was talking to Magdalene. She's on mute. Magdalene, you there?
I'm here. I'm here.
We're on line 147 to 153.
153.
Do you see that? You can vote if you want. Do you see it or not?
No, I haven't seen it.
Can you see my screen at all? This is option 1 through option 6. Or option 5, really. It's not even option 6. I can go over them one by one. So the option 1 was no change. So before you voted a 1. So would you like to do option 1 again? This would be for the 52% pay stop. Do you want to vote a 1 on that again?
Yeah, the one.
A 1, okay. So then the second option is to postpone. So this would be immediately to postpone all the deadlines for 2 weeks for the entire team.
The 5.
That's a
Time
5.
to take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
Okay, after we vote, we can take a break. So then the next one is to immediately exempt the new hire from all deadlines and postpone all deadlines. What do you want to vote for that one?
A 6.
6, okay. And the next one is to give the team a chance to get off pay stop for 3.5 days. If not, then agree to new deadlines. So then it would obviously go into option 2.
Can you
Cover
repeat it
yourself.
again?
Open a gym soon. Because of heat. Because of mosquito.
Was that a question?
I said,
No,
can you
no.
Was that your question?
Sandra, please mute.
Sorry.
Okay, that was not Sandra. Okay, so Magdalene, option 4 is to give the team a chance to get off the pay stops for 3.5 days, and then agree to the new deadlines for option 2, right? So we would postpone the deadlines after that. What is your vote on that one?
5.
5, okay. And then reversible. So reversible one is basically if the deadline's not achieved, then we would retroactively reverse it. So you still have a major incentive to get the work done by the deadline.
Okay.
So how about option 5? Do you want to vote on that one?
5.
Or 5?
No,
No,
3.
what was it? 3?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So where does that bring us? So 6.75 looks like the highest. The second highest is no change. So that is pretty impressive that we actually do have a proposal. This one is weird. Okay, so option number 5 is there's only one option 5. So we need to make sure it's clear. Whoops, that there's only one option 5. So let's make sure everybody votes the same. So Sandra, for your option 5, are you 4.5 or are you a 6? Magdalene's a 3. And then Ate, are you a 4 or 5 for option 5?
A 5.
You're a 5, okay. And then Sandra, are you a 4.5 or a 6? And currently, Sandra, you are on mute.
5.
You're a 5.
5. 5.
All right, so that gives a 4.75. So then that means that the 5.25 is the next highest option. Okay. So it really just gives us one additional option here. So let's go into option 4. Let's think about what this could mean. And then update a proposal and see if we can get agreement. So basically, we would propose, so the proposal would be to allow, so this is a policy proposal. Policy proposal to allow the team to agree on postponing deadlines for new hires to give the new hire a opportunity to do the work. Okay, so we do want to have some sort of like clarity on the amount of postponing allowed and who oversees it, who oversees this postponing for review and evaluation. So most likely we would look at something like, maximum, 2 weeks, and review and oversight by HR board, something like that. Okay.
Mhm.
So that would bring us to the next part, which is that if the team does not, reduce the pay stop enough for the worker, then the new hire, then the postponing of the deadlines for X days would happen automatically. Okay. Also, the team would take a deduction, right? The team would take some sort of deduction and penalty and policy tracking to ensure that there is incentive to do the work, right? So we need to have clarity on this, right? So what would the penalty be for the team not doing the work? Then we have, and obviously the penalty would not affect the new hire, would not affect the new hire. I think that's it. I think that's the whole thing.
Yeah,
And
but I didn't
to
really
start
understand the
and focused on the session.
I didn't really understand the part of the deduction and the penalty and the policy tracking for all that.
I mean, I would say that the penalty should be, X number of hours of policy tracking plus, a full percentage of the bonus, right? So, for example, if we're on 52% pay stop, then it should be that we lose 52% of our bonus. Period. Does that make sense?
Is it bonus or upfront?
No, nothing should ever affect anyone's upfront pay. I think everyone's base pay should be automatic, right? This is not about your base pay. This is about your bonus.
Okay, so what's the number of hours for the penalty? At least before voting on something, we should be sure of what you're voting on.
What is it?
The penalty would be not X hours. What number of hours? You need to agree on the number of hours before vote on the policy.
For the policy
Yes,
tracking?
yes.
For the policy tracking?
Yes, before vote on the proposal.
I don't know. Let's say 6 hours per day, something like that.
Per
Six
day.
hours.
So
Is
for
it
3.5 days will be 6 times 3.5.
And 6 times 3.5 would be 21 hours of policy tracking well, I mean, we could just say 3 days. 18 hours of policy tracking for 3 days.
So
Plus we would
18
lose
hours
50%
plus
of our bonus,
52%.
right? Plus
That's
we
times
true.
would
one?
do 52% of bonus for that month.
And then 6 hours per day. Number of
I don't know.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
That's serious.
Right? It needs to be balanced, though. It needs to be something that, and there probably also should be some sort of thing for the new worker as well. But we have to work that out. It's harder on the new worker side to work it out. But obviously the existing workers are responsible for getting the work done. The existing workers didn't get the work done. So there should be repercussions for that. And then the new hire, we're giving them an opportunity, but we don't want to give them such a large opportunity that it affects the whole team. The other option obviously is going for the exemption. So the exemption was the lowest policy
Time to pause. Please
agreement,
stop.
right?
Close your eyes. Count
She's on
1,
it.
2, 3,
Some
4,
break.
5.
And
Open
I
your eyes.
definitely agree that the
5 minutes.
exemption is not a good option, because as soon as you get into the exemption, it just creates ripe for corruption. Like people can just agree to whatever they want to and then not do any work and then just walk away later, right? It's like the point, right? So I would say that we take a break and we come back and we continue to you know, get this all clear. I think we're really close to a policy on this, and then we'd have to apply it in this situation and figure it out. But this is obviously going to be helpful for future hires as well, right? But also, we don't want to be in a situation where, you know, we don't want to be in a situation where existing workers can get out of pay stops simply by hiring new workers. That obviously is not a good model. So I do think there should be some limits to this, and obviously oversight from the HR board. Anyways, take a 5-minute break. When we come back, we can continue. We're making lots of progress here. Very good.
Okay.
Cool. 5-minute break.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
Okay, I am back.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Anyone else back? Oh, look, we lost Magdalene again here.
I'm back.
Okay, so I think the next question here is how many days do you really want to postpone the deadlines? And what does that even mean for our leadership coordination as a team? Well, Magdalene seems to be gone, so I don't know. So obviously, probably like I think we're looking at like 3.5 days, and then 7 days, and then 10 days. So like 3, 7, 10, 14 days. So I don't know if we want to do more than 14 days, but it would be good to vote on those options, get clarity on exactly how many days would make Magdalene be happier, right? So if you think about it, 0 days, is she's if we do 0 days, she's a 1, right? So we could say
Mm-hmm.
all right, spell it right. Magda. Didn't seem to coming back though. Maybe someone else want to send a message too. Day 28. Oh, Sandra's. Oh, no, Sandra's here.
Mm-hmm. Right here.
So she's obviously a 1 on 0 days, right? So the question: if we postponed
Mm-hmm.
the deadlines for 1 day versus
Time to
28
stretch.
days.
Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
So for me, obviously, I'm fine not postponing the deadlines, but then the further we go out to postpone the deadlines, the worse, right? It just gets really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to get clarity on how much we want to postpone the deadlines by. Does that make sense or not?
Yes, it does, Jay.
Anyways, it's definitely complicated to postpone all the deadlines, but it's not impossible. So it just matters like how much the new worker wants to, go through this and actually redo all of our team deadlines. It's there should be an incentive for the worker to go with the deadlines as well. Like maybe we could offer a one-time payment or even an advance pay or something. That could be good. So another option we could offer the worker an advanced pay to reduce their agreement on postponing.
You're proposing an advanced pay to someone you're not even sure is going to stay. Yeah, let's just
So yeah, maybe the advanced pay is not the best idea, but we certainly have done advanced pays in the past. But what kind of incentive? What there should be an incentive for the new hire to want to support the existing deadlines, right? Because it supports the team, right? The team is the team. You know, here, let me write this down. So some sort of option for option that incentivizes the new hire to keep the deadlines for the benefit of the team. Because obviously for the worker, the deadlines and 52% pay stop is horrible, right? It doesn't help the worker, right? The worker doesn't want the 52% pay stop as an individual, right? But as an organization, the organization has the pay stops there for a reason.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So maybe we could create some sort of incentive to encourage the new hire to agree to the pay stops or to not postpone them
okay,
as long.
Chair.
For example, let's say the worker has all these options, right? So obviously the worker is going to want to postpone as long as possible. So if they can postpone all of the deadlines for a month, then of course they're 99999 on the postponing for a month. If they could postpone the deadlines for 2 months, right? They're going to be 2 months, they're going to be like a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, right? If they're 3 months, oh my God, yay, 3 months, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, right? So it's like,
Please, can I still vote?
Sandra, yeah, you can vote for whatever you want, please. This is just how many days to postpone. But the point is that if we're thinking about voting on the number of days to postpone, the worker, in this case Madeleine, is obviously going to vote and support the more days they get exempt and postponed from the deadlines, the better for them, right?
Okay.
Does that make sense? Okay, Sandra?
I just joined. I don't know what you're saying before.
I'm asking you guys if you understand what I'm saying. Do you understand how it's in the best interest of the new hire to postpone as long as possible, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we need to have
Yes,
some
Chair.
sort of incentive in place for the new hire to support the organization, and there should be an incentive in place for the workers to get the work done, right? So incentives that we want is the one, you want incentive for existing workers to get the work done. And two, we want incentive for the new hire to agree to the existing deadlines or to postpone the deadlines as little as possible, right? So for example, we could say the longer you postpone the deadlines, the less something else that you get, right? Maybe it's the other way around on the bonus, right? They get 100% bonus for not postponing the deadlines, but then they lose their bonus by doing 28 days, right? So they lose bonus
Time
for
for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Yeah, so maybe that's what it is. It's simply like we could do it all based on the bonuses, right? So obviously, we need to do the bonus payrolls, but I think we'll get there. And so it would be what would that look like? It would be like um, so for the existing workers, the longer
Oh
you
God.
postpone, the less bonus you get. Uh, that's what it'd be for the less bonus you get. Oh, I get. So the yeah, I think it's the same for both, right? So just like for the bonuses, you would just have an incentive for the bonus that the less time that you postpone everything, the better your bonus is.
Jay.
And then we could also have specific types of deadlines that may not be postponable, right? So that we could go through those as well. Yes, Ate?
The reason we are postponing this is because of Magdalene. She's not even here any longer. She's no longer communicating. So we should just do a proposal and move forward, Jay. We have work to do, and I don't know why we are still here when the person for the reason we are postponing, she's not even here any longer.
Well, did you send a message? I was saying that maybe someone else would send a message besides me. I'm the
I
only
would
one.
have gone further with the taxes. I don't know why we are sitting here and talking about all this. Seriously.
Because we need to figure out how to hire new workers. Like you had a year to do the work, you didn't do it, okay? That's why we're sitting here talking about this because you didn't do the work, right? Like I'm glad you're stepping up and you're doing more work in the last few days, right? In the last few weeks. That's great, but many months went by. We were really really bad shape because the current workers didn't want to do the work, right? So we are in need of hiring people, but we can't hire people if our policies prevent them from wanting to join, right? So we need to improve our
Time
policies.
to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So for me, this is definitely one of my number one priorities. But I would say, like, if you want to, you can continue to work on the 1099s
Yes.
in the team or the double team, while me and Sandra work on trying to finish this proposal for the recruits. Does that sound good?
Yes, Jay. You guys
Okay.
should continue. I need to work.
Yeah, just keep working on the 1099s while me and Sandra. But we might have questions for you, Ote. But Sandra, can you hear me? Did you say something?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Do you want to send a message to Magdalene?
I've done that already.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So anyways, I think the direction that I'm going, Sandra, is that basically our bonuses would be significantly affected
Jay, you
by
said you
the.
had a question for me.
No, no, I said if you had a question. Oh, if I have a question, I'll let you know. Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sandra, the direction I'm going is that
Should
this
I
would
stay here or should I leave?
you should stay here because we're just doing buddy team. When we were doing
Pardon?
buddy team. You should stay here because we're just a buddy team and we were doing double team before anyway. So you should stay here.
Thank you. So are we?
So
Yeah.
so
So if I
Sandra,
have a question, I can ask, right?
what what is it? You don't have the self-driven responsibility, or what's going on?
Me?
Anyways, just mute or something so me and Sandra can stay focused. You're not
Me?
just mute, please, if you're not communicating with us. Okay?
Are you getting me, Jay?
Yes, I can hear you. Sandra, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so the
So
direction I'm
I
going
was
is
asking that if I have a question,
like
I
we can't
can
do
ask
any
you,
work
right?
here. Sure, but you should be doing self-driven responsibilities if me and Sandra are trying to get focused on this. Like, you're not letting us do work.
If any question I can ask, right?
If you could ask it on Discord, that would be much better.
Concerning the taxes, not on what you guys are doing.
Yes, if you could ask it
Because
on
I
Discord,
my
it's better. You're not letting us do any work now. We've been halted from being able to do any work.
okay, because my reason for even doing this double team was to ask a question.
Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
Hmm.
All right, well, let's take a break and then we'll try to figure this all out. Also, how long do we have until Cobalt? Maybe we should just stop. Anyone know the Cobalt time? Is anyone planning on doing Cobalt?
I'm not sure, but I can join. We're on break,
Yeah,
right?
I'm planning for working on cover to Sonics.
Yeah.
Okay, your voice is cracking.
Is anyone planning on coming to Cobalt? Or when is Cobalt? How long from now? I think Cobalt starts in a half an hour, right? So maybe we should just stop.
Cuba starts how many minutes from now, please?
I don't know. I think maybe we should just stop.
Pardon?
I think we should just stop because we're not really communicating.